Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, as you can see, I'm in another van. My God, another one. So this one though, I seem to be sat a different way around in this van, as you can see, because this has got a rear conversion. Oh, I've not seen one of them in a while. This one's really nice. It's a really nice little conversion that the guys put this in, but it's still got the bench seat, and I think this is the problem with this conversion. The guy who's brought it, Brendan, he said, you know, it doesn't make up a nice flat bed. It's, you know, and that, to me, that's red rag to a bull. I don't like that. So, yeah, so he needs to get a flat bed and kind of an easier bed system to work out. And something, I think if we went down this side of the van and had all the seating down there, that'd be great, because then you could, you have all this extra floor space coming in from the door, be a bit better flow in the van, because they're only small, so you got to make do with what you've got. And I reckon that'll work out quite nicely. And yeah, big bench seat, pull it out, nice big flat bed, sloop it back in, and oh, you're done. So I say we take a look at what he's got, and then we'll get this seat out, and then we'll start building this bench seat. So let's get on with it. So here we are getting on with it. God, I was so bossy back then. Anyway, this is Brendan's van. Looks like a lovely van, doesn't it? As you can see, it's got a direct 4x4 awning, and I recognise those brackets. Oh, because they're a pair of my brackets. As you can see, a lovely white Bongo. It does have a pop-top roof, so you can tell it is a different van. It looked just like the last one, didn't it, really? Inside here is a rear conversion. Now, this looks so nice. Look how neatly these doors have been done. I love this, I have to say. I think this was done by the Bongo barn, I think. So I've heard of them before. Nice little cooker there. A rear seat facing backwards, as you can see. A little under-seat drawer. We'll get into all this in a minute. But let's look inside and let's have a look at his conversion. So this is his rear conversion, and it does look lovely from the inside. I really like the little stools. These have absolutely tons of storage inside, so let's lift them up and have a look. So yeah, loads of storage inside there. I think this conversion, when I've finished with it, it'll have absolutely tons of storage. It's going to be a really neat one for that. And these little cupboards in here, there's no fridge or anything like that, it's just cupboards. So he's got loads of room. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. But yeah, I've decided we don't want to mess with this conversion, we just want to add to it, so that's what we're going to do. So one thing that we've got in this van is this drawer. Now, I know there's a guy on the Facebook group that sells these. Yeah, so I've never seen how these fit together. It looks like there's a screw in there, and then there's the same thing at the back, and it just comes out on sliders, so that's pretty nice. We'll take this out, then let's get that bench seat out. That's like job number one. There we go. So to remove the seat, we've just got to take these plastic covers off, and then we take out the 4 bolts. There's one here, one there, one there, and one on the side. Just pull them plastic covers off, unbolt it, and then we'll lift the seat out. So now the seat's out, we can start to see a bit of the space that we're working with, but we're not done yet. We've got to get those little runners out, and the kitchen is in the way, so we've got to take the entire kitchen out and get the sliders and push them to the end and get them out. So that's what we'll do next. So with a bit of assistance, the kitchen unit is out, and on cue the Bongo inspector turns up, and she's got to have a look. You know, she's so nosy, that cat. Look at her. What's this over here? I need to look at this now. So wait for her to do the inspection and we can crack on. So now I'm removing the plastic trim parts so I can get the runners completely out. And next up I've got to remove, there's like a bar that goes across. Normally this is on with some kind of like a washer type thing, but this was just a nut and bolt. Now I've just got to slide it out, so I press down the lock mechanism with the screwdriver, as you can see me doing there, and I've realised I've got to actually move the carpet out of the way to get this slider out. There we go, it's out. And that's it. One runner out. I've just got to do the next side. And then I've got to put it all back together again, obviously. And then we can start building the inside. Okay, so to actually fix this down to the rail, the actual, the big bench that we're doing, I'm going to use these little things. So these are actually for uni-strut, but uni-strut is basically, looks like this stuff. So you can actually put these in. And that's it. You can just push them all the way down, as you can see. The spring pushes the nut right to the top. So you end up with the nut right where you need it, and then you can just bolt into that. So I'm going to slide these all the way down. Okay, that wasn't the easiest of things to do, but the last one went in absolutely easy as anything. But using the pole and shoving those little springs at the bottom made it go in, because there's little lock points for the seats. The kind of springs just get caught up on them. But not too bad. Only took about 10 minutes to put them in, but I've got four bolts there ready to hold down this bench. I might put some fixings on the side as well, but they should be pretty good. That'll stop it sliding anywhere. But yeah, I'll just keep them there, keep the bolts in so I know exactly where they are, so I'm not guessing. Yeah, and I can put like a little bit of tape to mark them each where they are, so I can transfer it onto the frame of this bed seat. So now I've just got to put all this back together, and then we'll put the kitchen back in. Ta-da! It's back in. Okay, so that was a bit of a struggle. That was to try and locate the kitchen unit onto those bolts. That was a bit of a mare, but hey, we have done it. So inside this way, then we've got the two seats. And we've got no runners in the things now. It's looking pretty swish. So pop that back in. Let's get them back into their position, then I can measure how much wood we need to cut. Right, let's do that. So I got instantly distracted and decided to remove the dicky seats instead first. So we'll do that and then we'll measure the wood. Okay. So I've got the two sides. Obviously I now need to get them set into there. I need to scribe all the way around there to fit it around the wheel arch and get it sitting against the back panel there. Same on that side. As you can see, I've got the air vent there, the diesel air vent, to make sure I clear that. So I might take a bit off the length yet. I'm just kind of leaving myself a bit of options there. But yeah, I'll get scribing these in so they sit against that back panel. And once they're there, I can then chop down the final kind of depth of these things. Yeah, so let's get shaping these in. I'm going to make a cardboard template first and just transfer it onto there. So let's do that first. Okay, I've just used the actual side panel and just scribed around it with a Stanley knife. And that should give me a perfect little cardboard template to work with. Here's a little bit more. Oh, gone off the lot. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, do you know what, there's this tape. I think there's tape on the other side. I thought it would be easy, this bit. I thought just, you know, hold it in my hand and I'll be able to do this with one hand. That is not the case. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of there, and you're not gonna see that bit. There we go, and simply lift it out. There we go, I've got it out. Really easy that was, super duper easy. And so this is my piece of cardboard that I've cut out, and I've got to try and scribe that shape onto here so I can cut it out of the piece of wood. For dunk, it'll lay all the way back to the thing. This isn't really going to be a tutorial on how to do scribing because I'm not really sure, so I just go with whatever But this is how I generally kind of do it. So this point here is going to meet there effectively, yeah? So I'm holding it right next to the edge there and right on there, and then just go down, try and keep it as level as possible. And then try and keep the ruler level, keep pressure on the pencil on the piece of paper, and then you've got a hole all the way down. And it's probably hard to see that, but I'll just neaten it up. So that's what came out, which looks pretty good compared to what's there. So that's probably quite close. So let's chop this out with a pair of scissors and see what it looks like. Cut out with the scissors, and okay, so it's a bit far away from there, so that's not too bad though. That's pretty good. So I just need to take it in a little bit. I don't want to go super tight with this, so let's just there. Look at that, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's nearly there. So if I just actually allow a little bit more on the wood, I should be able to get that shape in there and sit in pretty good. I'll just keep that point there pretty good because that's actually touching the side now, so that's what I want. So that's good. Okay, I could probably put that on the wood and cut the wood out. There's my shape. So I'm just going to chop all of that bit out. Right, there we go. So that's actually you're not really going to see because that's going to be inside the bed, but it's worth making it look nice. Right, and now we're going to do this side now. Okay, just forgot to film, but I've just created another template. Now I have to be careful here because this panel does bow in there, so my straight line that's coming across here is actually going to be like that. So I didn't have to take quite as much off as I originally thought, so just that little bit on the end there. Right, so that's that one. That looks like it fits pretty good. Now obviously when it's this side here, you can see now that covers that vent a little bit, so I think I'm going to come in just enough to clear the vent, and then you can have some proper hot air coming out. Well, I really wish there was hot air coming out of it now because it's snowing and it is absolutely freezing. So, actually got a little bit further. I've just cut a load of these stretch pieces. I'm waiting for the runners to come so I can see how deep I'm going to make this box. The older phone battery died yesterday, so I couldn't film anymore yesterday, and it got really dark quite quickly actually, so I'm just getting all the bits kind of ready, and then we could do a bit of a dry assembly. Bits that have arrived. Let's have a look, see what's in here. So these are soft close drawer sliders. That's a heavy package, that one. Yeah, look at the size of them. God, they weigh. That is. And these are heavy duty drawer slides, and my God, they're huge. God, they are massive. They weigh an absolute ton. So they have these little catches and you can pull them out. And they lock back in. Well, that's a pretty successful haul. So these great big drawer slides, these all take 220 kilograms. So that's quite a lot. That's like 34 stone. So I think that's going to be enough to hold the bed platform, the kind of like the extending bit, because then I don't need to put legs on it if I don't need to. Which would be pretty cool, man. And it's great because they lock into position with that, so that makes it nice and sturdy. Yeah, I reckon they're going to do the business, so that's pretty cool. Right, I can start putting these onto the build now that I've run out of time. Hello, so I've got to start assembling all the pieces now. I've kind of looks a bit like a flat pack, bit of IKEA furniture, but I'm actually going to put this all together with a device I've not used before, which is a pocket hole drill and pocket hole set. So it uses these like special screws. Let's get putting some pocket holes in and let's get screwing it together. I'll put it in here so I can mark the holes on the bottom slat so I can know where the bolt holes are lining up to. So after making that brace piece, I just put it in place just to make sure it's looking okay, and I've just got to drill the holes for the bolts now. So I had to change the design slightly of that back piece when I drilled the holes for the bolts, because I needed to give a bit of room for a spanner to go in, so that's what those little arches are for. Now here you see me putting in the drawer divider, so I'm going to have two big drawers in this, so that's like the divider between the two. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to fix this all together and fit the runners in now. Okay, so I've just got this set up now. I've got the drawer divider in here. I've cut this extra stretcher piece. I have another piece that's the same size as that, and I'm just going to put in a couple of screws just to hold this in place. I'll do the same on this side, and then I can measure between them and start creating the actual kind of framework for the bed slats. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and we have one humongous drawer slider on that side. There we go. Hey, so I've got this far. This is looking pretty good. So I had to take the screws out the back because the heads of the screws were catching on some of the mechanism inside. The front ones are okay, so I can at least give it a bit of a test. And let's have a look, shall we? Locked in there. So you just press these down and... Hey, what do you reckon to that? I think that looks pretty cool. So the whole bed width is 120 centimetres. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's what I was aiming for, so that's perfect. So you just press it back in. Oh, that's a satisfying click, that is. We're looking like we've nearly got a bed system here, so just got to get some more screws into there, but I'm actually going to stop doing it here because I've got to take it all to pieces, and I'm going to cover these end bits, and then I can properly put all the screws in, and then we can start to really see this thing come together. I reckon Brendan's going to love this, so yeah, let's take all the pieces and move on to starting to cover a few things. So I decided to round over the edges on the outside of those end panels because I want it to be nice and smooth and rounded, because I'm going to put a stretch carpet on there and I think that'll look nice and sweet. Hello, so it's the next day. Everything is working absolutely beautifully. So that is satisfying. That's really cool. So I put this extra piece in here. So this is going to be the kind of like the support beam for the slats to go to the back part there. So next I think I'm going to concentrate on building the drawers. which I'm hoping won't be too hard. I'm going to do them slightly differently to how I've done drawers before. Yeah, and I've got these really cool soft close drawer sliders, which are good because they've got a bit of resistance, so they won't fly open when you go around a corner. So it's all looking pretty good. This felting's gone well. This all looks nice. Yes, it matches the rest of his van, so looking good. So let's crack on. Okay, so I've got all of the drawer slides in. I've got to put a few more screws in them yet, but it's enough for me to measure everything off. So to make the drawers, I simply cut down my strips of wood for the backs and the sides and piled them all up. Then each one of them needed a groove in the bottom. Now this is to have a bottom panel which I'll just slide in, so there's a nice little groove there. It's about 5mm, and I just attach them all together. On the back piece, as you can see, I've actually chopped off the bottom bit. That helps me slide that bottom panel all the way into the drawer. So here are those bottom panels, and I have vinyl wrapped them in a nice gloss white, and this will be just better for if you spill anything, you better wipe it up on the bottom of the drawer. So let's slide these into them drawer carcasses. So these just slide down those little grooves that I made with the table saw, and they fit in pretty damn cool actually, and I think that looks really nice. So next up, I'm in the slat making business, and I've got to make a lot of them, so I'm going to turn this big slab of wood into lots and lots of little slats. So I chopped that entire slice of wood into the correct widths for these things, but now I need to chop everything down to the correct length. So I've cut, sanded and chamfered all the edges, but now I've got to drill them all. After drilling and countersinking every hole, I now need to put all the slats onto the bed, and yeah, that just takes a little while. I've got like a little stick that is measured perfectly to space these out, and that's what I did. So that's all the slats in place, and as you'll notice, I've only put one screw in each slat. That is so I can remove a few of the slats when I put it in the van, so I can get access to the bolts underneath, and then I'll screw all the screws down once it's in place. So next up is making the drawer front, so I quickly whiz through all this for you. It's not very exciting. I just round it all off, cut a groove in it so I can tap on some edge trim, and then I finally vinyl wrap the fronts, and then I attach them onto the actual unit itself, and I have to say these turned out pretty damn cool. There is handles to go on these yet, but I haven't got them yet. But these, as I say, these are soft close ones, so as you can see, a bit of resistance when I open the drawer, and then that's going to be perfect for a van, so they don't slide open, you don't need catches then, and they soft close, which is lovely. So I've got the seat base back in the van, and next thing is to do the foam. So this is the foam, it's all been ordered. This is 6 centimeters, so it's just over 2 inches. Anches. Don't know why I said it like that. So just over 2 inches, so 6 centimeters. You can order it in centimeters, which is really handy for me because I don't do imperial. So it is a contrast colour to the light grey. That's going to look super cool. Obviously I have got to put that front panel on there. I'm going to make that very soon. God, that looks a really nice fabric. It's going to look awesome. And it is lovely and flat, so We're cooking on gas with this, I think. So I might have just jumped ahead a little bit, getting into it a bit. As you can see, I've already made this kind of front plinth bit. I've routed out 2 slots, one for each of the locks, and I've actually put on the actual handles for the drawer. So they're pretty simple stuff really, so but now it makes it opening the drawers much nicer. So what I've got to do now is actually make a little support piece down here, basically another little one of these boxes just to go behind there, and that'll just kind of slot in. I think I might just do it so it just slots in. I'm not really sure if I need to bolt it down, I don't know, because it's not going anywhere. So it'll act as like a little extra storage cubby, and will also be the support for the last piece of the bed there. So the bed will be quite long all the way to the kitchen unit. So I basically went ahead and I built that other little seat that goes behind the driver's seat, which is the bed extension. And I'm not going to show you hardly any of that now because it's not very exciting. And I also covered the 2 cushions, which are the 2 seat cushions. And I think it's all basically ready to go. So let's put it in the van and then we can take a look. Well, hello, and I'm now back in Brendan's van and I have finished the job. Everything has been done. Yeah, so it's been a really good job. I'm really happy with the results. This thing is like, oh my god, it's just the best seat to bed combination I think I've ever done. It's so flat, the bed is superb, it's really nice and long. Yeah, and there's loads of storage in the vehicle, so I think Brendan's going to love it. He's coming tomorrow to pick it up, so he hasn't seen a single picture. I hope he likes it. We'll see tomorrow, so I'll give you an update after he's picked it up. So yeah, so I'll give you a tour, so let's have a look. I'm just off to the kitchen, darling. So yeah, look, the kitchen's over here. This is great. I'm just so jealous of this now. So you can scoop this back pad down to wherever you're sitting. I mean, the person on that side's screwed. I mean, they're just gonna have to just look over here, looking at whoever's on this side. Cooking up your meal. Oh, would you like some potatoes with that, Brendan? Oh yeah, thanks dear, I would do. You didn't talk like that. Okay, I do. Washing up's going to be a bloody treat over here, and then you know you could just eat your meal and just kind of fall straight to sleep. Bonus. I'm just getting comfy, don't mind me. So that's pretty much everything to show you at the moment. Like I said, I'll do a quick update of when Brendan comes and picks it up, and hopefully he likes it, and I'll give you his reaction. Maybe he'll just punch me in the face. I hope he doesn't, that'd be bad. Yeah. But anyway, that's Brendan's van. I hope you like it, and if you've got a rear conversion, consider doing something like this. It's really hard and took me ages, so yeah, good luck. See ya. Cheers, Brendan.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Thank you, Ian.
We'll see you.
Pleasure. See you soon.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Ian.
See you soon. Hello, so Brendan's gone. He's picked up his van, and so fair to say, I think he loved it actually. I'm not surprised because that was a big change for his van, going from that you know, the Bongo seat going that way around to switching over to the side. Man, it was a huge difference, and I tell you what, it looked massive inside his van. It was surprising how well it used the space, and I think he loved it. I could see it on his face. I think he was quite surprised by it. And it surprised me as well. I think it was so nice to try that one out. I've been dying to do a pull-out bed for absolutely ages, so it's nice when someone trusts you and lets you just get on with it, which is what he did. He was a really good person to work with. He just kind of gave me free rein and just let me go for it. And safe to say, I think I'll see Brendan again. I think it'd be really cool. Probably go camping at some point, because you know, it's nice when I do these things for people. It's actually nice to become friends with them. So we're going to move on to the next videos really. I won't do any more like this conversion layout videos because I think I've done everything I need to do with that. Whether I build anything new for this one, I don't know, but I've got a few videos lined up that I want to do. I've got to go camping a lot more now. Now I've done my van, I want to get on and use it because that's the point of it. But yeah, so I think I'll do it for here, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.